Here we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's good to see you all. This is the first video of the new year. Happy New Year, everybody. Today I want to talk about New Year's resolutions versus lists and goals and what's the best way to go about it. How many of you out there have made a New Year's resolution before? How many of you out there have actually stuck with the resolution before? How many of you out there have not stuck with the resolution before? Really? Just me? Well, I highly doubt it. A lot of us break our New Year's resolutions, and why? And why do we even make New Year's resolutions? Well, it seems to be as though all of us like to kind of have a restart at some point in our life. And what better way to restart a point in your life than at the beginning of the new year? New year, new start. Start from the beginning, start fresh, and start new. So it's the perfect time to do it. But what makes us want to change in the new year and not halfway through the year? Well, if you really think about it, we start fresh at the beginning of the new year. We start off, we start something new, we get involved, we do it. Then around summertime comes, and I call it the summer blues because our kids start to go on school break, vacation. So we take vacations or we don't take vacations, and we don't know what to do with our kids, but yet we put them in camps and other things like that, and we start to get stressed out because the kids are off, but we feel like we need to do things with them, and we're missing time and all these different things with them. And then we start to remember what it was like being on summer break, and you kind of start to get bummed. And then all of a sudden it's like the holidays hit, and usually once about the end of October hits through the rest of the year, we're all on holiday break. Technically, we focus just on the holidays and friends and family, and then all of a sudden the new year hits, and it's like, man, I got to get rolling on this thing again, or I got to do that again. So it's like we really seem to only focus the first few months of a new year on whatever our new resolution is. And then there's two types of resolutions. There's one where it's like we want to achieve something that once we hit it, it's done. And then there's other that are ongoing, such as like people like to say, oh, I'm going to get fit, I'm going to work out, da 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 da. That's something that's ongoing. Those are the hardest to keep. I'm guilty of those. Then there's other that are terminal, means like they'll end at some point. That's like, I want a new car this year, or hey, I want to get pregnant and have a kid this year. It's like once you hit it, you did your New Year's resolution. But a lot of us break them and don't stick with them for some reason. So this year I decided to go about it differently. Since New Year's resolution, a lot of us don't keep it, especially those ongoing ones that we have to keep up with. I just say start lists and goals. Like set some goals for yourself for the new year, and then make lists of how you're going to hit those goals. One thing that I like to do is I like to set yearly goals, 6-month goals, quarterly goals, and then monthly goals. So the monthly goals will hit the quarterly goals will hit the 6-month goals, 6-month goals should put us on track for the 1-year goal. So no matter what it is, it can even be working out. Let's say you're like, oh, my New Year's resolution is work out and be healthier, healthier mind, healthier body. You can still do that, but don't look at it as a resolution, because I feel like a lot of us break our New Year's resolutions. Look at it as a goal. Like by the end of the year, I want to be mentally and physically healthier. Where do I want to be at the end of the year? Okay, where do I want to be at the halfway mark? Okay, what do I got to do this first month to get to that halfway mark? And that's really a kind of a good way to go about it and look at it. And that's what I've been trying to do, because always guilty of breaking New Year's resolutions here and there. But this year I have goals, and with these goals I'm hoping to achieve more than just what a resolution would do. And I'm not saying New Year's resolutions are bad, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying it's very interesting that it's a common theme that we do every year. I mean, how many of you out there have seen people say like, so long, blah 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 year, can't wait till next year, blah 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 blah. I mean, I see those posts all the time. I think I've made 1 or 2 of those in my life. Some of those posts I see from the same people every year, and I'm like, really? You have that bad of a year every single year? Come on. But some are from the same people, some are from different people, and like I said, I'm guilty of doing it too. When I see those posts, I think to myself like, okay, well, you can set a New Year's resolution, but you really got to just change your mentality and what you're doing in the new year to really achieve a greater year. And yes, there's a whole slew of things that can happen in a year that started off great, that didn't end up great. So I've seen people have a great year, and then due to different things like their own physical and mental health, or due to something in the family or someone passing, like, yeah, your year can go downhill, I understand. So yes, not everyone doesn't always have a bad year. But anyways, stop right there and let's go back on track really quick. So New Year's resolutions versus lists and goals. You know, I don't think one is necessarily better than the other, but I prefer making lists and goals than a New Year's resolution because I'm more likely to stick to these and keep moving forward with these and see results, and then a New Year's resolution, because a New Year's resolution is usually something just for that 1 year, but just because I'm changing something for that year, I don't want it to stop at the end of that year. I want it to continue on and keep going. Mentally, to me, New Year's resolution is just something I'm changing for that year, but making lists and goals are something that I'm shooting for and trying to achieve, and then I'm trying to move forward with for the rest of my life. So I challenge you guys in this new year, because the new year just started. If you have resolutions, cool, keep those resolutions, but maybe take those resolutions and turn them into goals and make a list of all the goals you want to hit this year and try and keep them going on until next year. So thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Leave a comment below, like the video if you like, share it with friends. Tell me what you think about New Year's resolutions versus goals and lists. Which one probably works better for you? Does New Year's resolutions have a bad connotation to us because it's like, oh, usually I don't stick with it? Well, to some of you it might, to some it might not. So if it doesn't, stick with it. If it does, try making lists and goals this year instead. That's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you guys soon, hopefully sooner than later for the next video. So take care. Happy New Year's.